Welcome back to BRB Network TV with Brian Herzog and Lasagna Dunbar.
Today on BRB Network TV, we've got a very special guest right here in studio, Byron Weathersby. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate this opportunity.
Listen, Beautiful Black Magazine. Byron is the CEO, the designer, founder. Tell us about the magazine.
Well, Beautiful Black is a magazine. It is subtitled A Positive Magazine for Positive People.
Okay.
For so many years, African Americans have been portrayed in a negative light.
Okay.
So we here at Beautiful Black Mag, we're trying to change the direction. There are many of us as African Americans who are doing positive things in the community, positive things in the business realm. We just want to change the insight. Our vision is to inspire, to educate, and to encourage African Americans to go to another level in every area of their lives. So that's basically what the magazine is about, to inspire and encourage us to move to another level.
Okay. Now, what made you think of the name Beautiful Black Magazine?
Well, Beautiful Black is obviously a playoff of black is beautiful. That's a phrase that you heard a lot growing up in the African American community.
Okay.
And because of that negative portrayal, we want to push that black is not a negative thing. Being black is not a negative thing. We're not out all on the corner selling drugs or doing carjackings. So the name Beautiful Black is, we want people to repeat that name because they need to know inside that I am, even though I'm black, I am a beautiful person.
Right, right.
So that's where the name came from.
Okay. Now, before we go too far into all this, you know, the people out there need to know exactly what this magazine is all about. So we're getting ready to show right now. It should be on the screen now. One of the magazines, one of the Beautiful Black magazines. Now, tell me about the craftsmanship. It's awesome with the artistic work, your graphic work. It's just as good as, in my opinion, it's just as good as Time magazine. What was it that really got you to that level? What is it that has inspired you to come out with a magazine with the magnitude of quality like the ones that you're doing?
Well, I believe, one, it's a gift from God. I know I've been gifted. I have an edge on most magazines because I'm also the graphic designer. I do have a degree from right here at LSU in Baton Rouge in graphic design. So most magazines, they weigh heavily on the articles, and sometimes the design kind of falls by the wayside. So I have an edge because I am a graphic designer, so I kind of push more on the design side, and thank God my writers are some great writers, so it really balances out. So my job is twofold. I want to make sure the articles are great, and I want to make sure that the design is really colorful, vibrant, because these magazines are free. So I wanted something to draw the reader into actually picking these magazines up. So that, you know, I thank God I have that edge, that gift of design, and that's one of the other businesses that I have, which is Weathersby Design, another design company where I do any type of designs from business cards to billboards. So
to magazines also, because I've spoke with you before with regard to certain businesses actually have you to design their magazines.
Definitely. This business has really jumped off. That's why it's so important to advertise. This business, the magazine itself is one entity, and my design company is another. I've gotten over 7 to 8 different offers, you know, people calling in wanting me to design their magazine, and actually I've had to turn some down almost, you know, because it was just so overwhelming until I can stop and regroup.
Because the quality is very important. Obviously,
right.
Based on the content that I've seen in the magazine, quality is a big factor. It's got to be extremely effective for businesses.
Exactly.
Tell us about how the businesses are doing that are purchasing the ads or articles, or how do you select that? How does that go?
Well, the ads themselves, first of all, the stories that we write about, again, we want to portray African Americans in a positive light. So we get emails, we get phone calls in from people that have seen the magazine, say, hey, I'm inspired by the magazine. Hey, I know someone, or I am someone. Look, I came from a troubled childhood, but I've done this, and I'm progressing in life. So we want to put those people in the spotlight,
right.
you know, because we don't allow any kind of trash. Anyway, I have nothing against rap, but if it's rap music right. that has explicit lyrics or lyrics that are going to put down our black women, then we don't want that in
right.
there. We've been put down far too long, so it's our job to lift us up. And I want to say this, I always preface this thing, it's Beautiful Black, even though the name may sound a little pro-black. It's not about that. It's not an anti-white right. magazine. You know, it's clean, it's a family magazine, and Caucasians and anybody can right. enjoy this magazine. But right. I am from a poor African-American community out in New Orleans, so I understand there. I understand the mindset that is in that area. So it's my way of giving back to the community. Right. So it addresses all genres, from poor right. to the rich.
Right.
So,
right. Well, tell me about some of the people that are in the magazine and some of the testimonials that they've gotten from being in that magazine, Beautiful Black magazine.
The advertisers are excited about this magazine. It's still a fairly new magazine. That's why I'm excited. I thought it was going to take me a long time before it got to this point, but we're on our third issue of this right. magazine, and the advertisers are excited about it. I have a few testimonies here. I can go on forever, but there's one lady that she does tea parties. She caters for tea parties. She just got a call from someone in Prairieville that she might have not have ever gotten a call from right. without doing this type of advertising, but she right. took the time and committed to taking out just a half-page ad in the magazine, and she got a call from someone in Prairieville right. wanting to do a party, wanting her to cater a party for right. a tea party for over 200 right. women. Right. So that was awesome. I had another company called Joy Walks. They sell party equipment, spacewalks, merry-go-rounds. Not sell, they rent this right. this equipment out. And they just got a call from the mayor's office in New Orleans, wanted them to do this community outreach for right. serving over 500 kids. So it's just awesome. My favorite is a quarter-page ad taken out by my barber, which is Nissan Ballard. He's a barber at the grooming parlor out here in Baton Rouge, downtown Baton Rouge, and it's a really upscale barber shop, and a lot of people wouldn't know if they wouldn't have seen it in this magazine. He's gotten several new clients because of this ad. He just invested in it, including College Temple, who's on the cover of one of our issues.
And as a matter of fact, we can actually show that right now, the front cover with College Temple on it, with the Beautiful Black magazine. Now, print is very effective with regard to a lot of advertising. Yes. Obviously, you've got to be doing amazing because the quality, the workmanship is spectacular. To be honest with you, I was so impressed. You're like the best thing since sliced bread as far as I'm concerned, and I've been telling more and more people about your magazine, and I'm glad that we were able to finally get you here on BRB Network TV because we got to get the word out. We definitely have to get the word out. And with regard to how often is the magazine placed out, how long does it stay out, could you explain that?
Well, it is a statewide magazine. The circulation is, we print about 10 to 15,000 of these per issue. Now, every issue, the issues come out bi-monthly, so it's every 2 months. So 10 to 15,000. So any advertiser that places an ad pretty much has 2 months to work with. And like I said, the response has been overwhelming. We have over 200 distributors, and those distributors that we call them, they are places where we are. Beauty salons, barber shops, doctor's offices, lawyers' offices, churches, daycare centers, everywhere that we are, we have over 200 distributors. And because they're free, you know, people are picking them up left and right.
And you have the distributor in the back of the books.
Correct. We also have a directory. We're trying to create an atmosphere where anybody can get on board and start this type of advertising. You and I know the importance of advertising.
Thank you, Byron, for coming on the show, for BRB Network TV. Everyone, you got to keep your eye on this man because he's going a long way. Thanks for coming on to the show.
Thank you for having me, Brian.
We'll be back after these messages with more BRB Network TV in just a moment.
BRB Network TV will be right back.